DanganRonpa.
Welcome my friends to another DanganRonpa discussion video. I am your host Omega Baldwin. Well, today I bring you something really interesting about the new DanganRonpa V3 game. It's a theory that I found very interesting that focuses on the main character of the new game, this being Kaede, and how she could end up not being the main character. But before I get to that, I want to bring some things up that lead up to this talk in the first place. For a while now, there have been talk that Kaede could end up not being the main character of the new game, as she could die at one point in it. This discussion really heated up when the special edition box of the game was revealed, and instead of featuring Kaede, it has Kibo. Well, a very interesting theory came out of DanganRonpa General, where some anons there believe that Kaede herself is a lie. She is not who she says she is. It all started when someone pointed out a couple of points on things that are strange in the info we had gotten. First one is, well, the Kibo art in the special edition box. That is really strange because you would think it would feature the supposed main character of the series in there too, but instead, we get Kibo. This could only mean that he is important, possibly the Kyoko Chiaki of the game. Now, there is also another possibility, and that is he's the main character of the game and Kaede is a lie. Another interesting point is how strange is that Kaede Sorewa Chijo uses a common sprite from her. In past games, they always use a special artwork for such things, but why not here? What are they hiding? Could it be that this is another lie? They are just slapping her sprite here, and before anyone says that this could be the beta, please know that in the beta for past games they use the special artwork in it, so that is not an excuse. The third point here is the one that I found the most interesting because according to what is being said, pink is the color of life in the game, while red is the color of truth. But you must be asking, why pink? Well, that's because the light bullets are pink. Now, if we go with the idea that pink is the color of life in this game, then a lot of the stuff we've seen has a whole new meaning. For example, the original release date was January 2017, and that was shown in pink. Now that we know the exact date in January, the date changes to red. Red itself is yet another important color, just as pink is the color of life. Red is the color of truth, if we go with the date here. Now, here is where it gets even more interesting because if we use this on the Famitsu scans, something very strange begins to happen. For example, this part here that says Kaede is the main character, the bit that reads the protagonist is in pink. So using the pink equalized theme, it means she's not the main character, and the clues to this have been in our faces the whole time. It pretty much means that Kaede herself is a lie, but if she's not the main character, then who the hell is this person? What is happening here? Now, let's say this is all true, and Kaede is not the main character. Then, who is it? Well, do you remember how red is the color of truth? Well, what if Maki really is the main character and at one point in the game we switch to her? This will make the first image of the game make sense. Kodaka lied to our faces and the truth was here the whole time. It could be that Maki is the main character with Kibo being the Chiaki Kyoko character. Something tells me the first case is going to be insane if any of this turns out to be true. The only reason I'm even talking about this is because I believe some bits from it could be true. Here is how I see it happening. You play as Kaede, but she will die at one point in the game. You will switch to Maki. In the course of the game, we will begin to learn the lie that was Kaede, even the possibility that she could be behind this whole thing. Here's a fun summary on what I'm trying to say here, courtesy from some anon. Kodaka releases a teaser of DanganRonpa V3. Features Maki, Kaito, and Kibo. He says that DanganRonpa V3 is not about hope and despair, but truth and lies. He said the protagonist isn't necessarily among Maki, Kaito, and Kibo. Months later, he reveals Kaede Akamatsu, a girl who can lie. A girl whose first words are, "I am the protagonist." A girl who from instance can have every headline about her being the protagonist portrayed in pink text, while the other details are written in red. But she's not the real protagonist, is she? No, it was a double bluff. Just as the protagonist isn't necessarily shown here, leaves the possibility of the protagonist being someone else. It also leaves open the possibility of the three characters introduced being the protagonist after all. The protagonist wasn't Kibo either. Kibo was a ruse, a clever feint to make us feel secure in Kaede. Surely it can be this boy named Hope, so it must be Kaede. But the protagonist is, it's you, isn't it? The truth is as red as your eyes. Maki Harukawa. Here's the bottom line. According to this theory, pink are lies, red is the truth. Kaede herself is a lie, and she could really not be the main character. Then again, this all could be bullshit, and pink is just a color and meaningless. But there's something strange happening here. I want to give credits to BingBong for this whole theory. It's very interesting. But I want to know, what do you guys think about this? Please comment below. This is Omega Bowling. See you guys next time. Bye.